Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students of English version 11, Assalamu alaikum. Now we will discuss about a very important topics, motion of a rocket. This topic is from Newtonian mechanics in first paper and chapter 4. This is a very important topics. It is both important for the ACC exam and for the admission, especially for the engineering admission and the varsity admission. First of all, how the rocket flies in the space. In the rocket, there is a fuel chamber. In that fuel chamber, there is burn liquid hydrogen and oxygen. When the liquid hydrogen and oxygen is burned in the burn chamber, then the liquid hydrogen and oxygen converted into gaseous hydrogen and oxygen, and the volume of the gas increases many times. As a result, it acquires a very high momentum, and with a high velocity and with a high pressure, the gas ejected within the nozzles or the very narrow space from the downward direction of the rocket. It's a action force, and according to the Newton's third law of motion, the rocket gets a reaction force to the upward direction, and in this way, in short, we can say with the help of the third law, Newton's third law of motion, we can easily explain the motion of the rocket. So again, let us repeat. In the rocket, there is a gas chamber. In the gas chamber or fuel chamber, burning chamber. In burning chamber, there is burn liquid hydrogen and oxygen. After burning the liquid hydrogen and oxygen, they convert into gaseous hydrogen oxygen burn fuel, and the volume of the fuel increases many times, and it gets a high pressure, or gets the, although the mass of the fuel is very light, but it gets a very high momentum. The fuel or the gas, the burn gas, acquires a very high momentum, and with a high momentum, the gas ejected to the within the nozzles of the rocket. That means there is a narrow space to the downward direction or backward direction of the rocket, and according to the conservation principle of momentum, the rocket also acquires a high momentum to the upward direction. As a result, the rocket rises to the upward direction in the space. So according to the with Newton's third law of motion, the rocket flies in the space. So here, as the rocket acquires a very high momentum or high force to the upward direction for the emission of the fuel towards the downward direction. So here the force gained by the rocket to the upward direction is considered as impulsive force. So again, with the help of impulsive force, we can also explain the motion of a rocket, the thrust of a rocket and the acceleration of a rocket here. And you know well, in our previous classes, we have discussed about the impulsive force and impulsive force. So suppose, though, let us consider the mass of the rocket is here m. The total mass of the rocket is m here, and the within the very shortest division of time, within delta t time, the mass of the emitting gas to the downward direction is suppose del m here. Okay. Then when the gas will emit or eject to the downward direction, so with a particular velocity, suppose here is the burn gas is ejecting to the downward direction with the velocity smallest v. So when the gas will eject to the downward direction or within the nozzles of the rocket, it will must get a momentum. Now we'll find out the equation of the momentum. So suppose then which will be the momentum? Suppose the m del m mass fuel gas is ejecting with the velocity v meter per second. So the momentum of the ejected gas will be del m into v. Before then, let us discuss about a important information here, the thrust of a rocket. It's also very important as a knowledge type question. What's called the thrust of a rocket? We know how a rocket moves or flies in the space. So when the burn gas ejects with a particular rate, then the rocket acquires a constant force to the upward direction. This constant force is known as the thrust of the rocket. So now let us find out the equation of the thrust of a rocket and the equation of the acceleration of a rocket is very important. So again, so here from the according to the information, the del m mass gas is ejecting with the velocity v meter per second. So the momentum of the ejected gas here will be del m into v. So let us write the momentum of ejected gas. The momentum of ejected gas here, suppose del P equal to del M into V, equation 1. So the momentum, according to the equation of the momentum, as the del M mass gas is ejecting with the velocity v meter per second, then the velocity of the ejected gas will be del M into V. Again, suppose after delta t time, the thrust on the rocket is F. After if delta t time with the definite interval of time delta t, if the thrust on the rocket is F, then the impulse of force will be, according to the equation of the impulse of force, we can write. So impulse of force, suppose within delta t time, delta t second or delta t time, the thrust on rocket is F, then according to within delta t time, the thrust on rocket is F, then according to the equation of impulse of force, we can write here now impulse of force will be, we know according to the equation of impulse of force, here J equal to F into delta t. So its F is the thrust of the rocket or the upward force of the rocket. So now from equation 2 we know that from the information of impulse of force from our previous classes we have seen the impulse of force is equal to the change of momentum. So here from equation 2 indicates the impulse of force and equation 1 indicates the change of momentum. So from the relation between impulse of force and momentum we can write the impulse of force is equal to the momentum. So from equation 1 and 2 we can write, so impulse of force J is equal to change of momentum. So now let us put the value of impulse of force J here, F into del T, and the value of momentum here del M into V. Let us write this del M into V. Now let us find out the value of force here, F equal to del M divided by del T into V. So is the first equation of the thrust on a rocket. So student will must remember this equation to solve the mathematical problem. It is the equation of the thrust on the rocket or thrust force on the rocket when the rocket begins to fly to the upward direction. Again, now as the mass of the rocket is m and suppose the instantaneous acceleration of the rocket is a here. So if we consider the weight force of the rocket towards the downward direction and the instantaneous acceleration of the rocket, then which will be the resultant upward force here. So we will consider the weight of the rocket, so then we will get another information. So let us discuss that. Suppose again the instantaneous acceleration of the rocket is supposed a, and the mass of the rocket is here del M, then the weight of the rocket will be mg. Here we know this is the acceleration due to gravity. So now again let us write now when which will be the resultant upward force, when we will consider the weight of the rocket, then which will be the resultant force to the upward direction. Now we will write this for more information. So let us restart this information. So now when we will consider the weight of the rocket, then which will be the type of the equation. So then with the resultant upward force will be equal the thrust of the rocket on rocket minus the weight of the rocket. So when we will consider the weight of the rocket, then we will get this resultant upward force to the upward direction. The resultant upward force will be equal to the subtract of the thrust on the rocket and the weight of the rocket here. So suppose let us put with symbol. Suppose the resultant upward force is Ft here, and the upward thrust of the rocket, we know our equation F, and minus the weight of the rocket is mg. So now is the equation. Let us put the value again here. Resultant upward force equal to we know the value of F was del m by del t into V minus mg. So this is another important equation of the upward resultant force on a rocket here. The students must remember this equation when we will consider the weight of the rocket. Upward resultant force equal to del m by del t into V minus mg. Here del m by del t indicates the rate of the ejected gas, and V is the velocity of the ejected gas, and m is the mass of the rocket, and here g is the acceleration due to gravity. So now again, if we put the value of F here, then which will be the equation? So now let us put the value. So according to the Newton's second law, we know the mass of rocket is here m, and the acceleration due to gravity here is a. Then the force, with the equation of the force will be here ma equal to del m by del t into V minus mg here. From this equation we can easily find out the acceleration of the rocket. So let us find out. So here the acceleration of the rocket will be, let us divide with m in all side, then here will be 1 by m into del m by del t V minus g. So it's another important information or equation of the acceleration of the rocket. So student must remember this equation when you will have to find out the acceleration of a rocket here. A equals to 1 by m del m by del t V minus g. Is the equation of the acceleration of the rocket at the moment when the rocket will start to go the upward direction from the surface of the earth. Then this will be the equation. So with the help of the equation 4, we can find out the acceleration of a rocket at the moment when the rocket starts to fly to the upward direction. And from this equation we can see, as we know, in the upward direction, as much as the height of the rocket will increase from the earth's surface, as much as the distance of the rocket will increase from the earth's surface, when the rocket will go upward direction in the further direction, in the further distance from the earth's surface, so the value of the acceleration due to gravity g will begin to decrease here, and then the acceleration, according to this equation, the acceleration of the rocket will must increase. So again, listen to me, from this equation 4 we can see that as much as the value of acceleration due to gravity will decrease, the value of the acceleration of the rocket will must increase. And we know in the upward direction, as much as the distance from the earth surface will increase to the upward direction, the value of the acceleration due to gravity will must decrease. And when the rocket will reach to the space in the too much further distance from the earth surface, then the value of g will be approximately 0. Then from the equation 4 we can write, when the rocket will reach to the too much further distance from the earth surface to the space, the value of the g will be approximately 0. So from the equation 4 we can write the acceleration of the rocket equals to 1 by am del m by del t into v minus 0. Then the equation will be a equal to 1 by am del m by del t into v. So in the too much space, the further high distance from the earth surface, the acceleration of the rocket will be expressed with this equation. So now from the equation 4 we can explain about the properties of the acceleration of the rocket. Here, according to the equation, we can see that as much as the rate of the ejected gas, here del m by del t indicates the rate of the ejected gas. So according to this equation, the acceleration is proportional to the rate of the ejected gas. So as much as the rate of the ejected gas will increase, the acceleration of the rocket will must increase here. Secondly, as much as the velocity of the ejected gas will increase, then the acceleration of the rocket will also increase here. Again, when as much as the fuel gas of the rocket will burn, then the mass of the resultant mass of the rocket m will must decrease here. In that case, so as much as the fuel gas will burn, the resultant mass of the rocket m will decrease here, and as the mass of the rocket will decrease, then the acceleration of the rocket will must increase here. And fourthly, and in the very high space, the acceleration due to gravity will be 0, and then the acceleration of the rocket will be maximum. So dear students, all are the very important informations about the motion of the rocket. You must remember, you must memorize all of this information as the equation. First of all, the thrust of the rocket, then the equation of the acceleration of the rocket, and the equation of the acceleration of the rocket just at the moment when the rocket will begin to fly to the space, and then and the too much space, the very further distance from the earth surface, the acceleration of the rocket. So all are the very important equation for both HSC exam and for all the admission. So students, first of all, you will read the main book very carefully, then you will remember these topics or these equations as very important law or formula to solve the mathematical problem, to solve the sequencer. So first of all, we have seen, in short, if you write, then our first equation was about the thrust of the rocket. So in short, you can write in your copy. At first equation was the thrust of the rocket, F equal to del m by del t into v. And when we will not consider the weight of the rocket, and if we consider the weight of the rocket, then we have seen the force will be del m by del t into v minus mg. And again, the acceleration of the rocket just at the moment when the rocket will begin to fly, then a equal to 1 by m del m divided by del t into v minus g here. Again, in the two mass space, the acceleration of the rocket will be a equal to 1 by m del m by del t into v. All of these are very much important equations. So dear students, will must remember and memorize this information related to the rocket. It will must help you, and will practice more and more and solve the mathematical problem and solve the CQ and admission problem, admission questions. These are very important. So you must take this lecture very carefully. So best of luck. Thanks of you. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.